Yeah, no, it felt good to score some goals. Teams have played us different than, in years past, and, we have to adjust, and we've been working on that. And, Bemidji is really good, and I don't think we played with enough confidence in that game. And, I felt like Sunday we got a little confidence back, which really helped our girls out, and, I'm hoping it carries over, through the rest of the season.
Are you surprised that Sophia is just getting her first hat trick?
My hat tricks are hard to come by, so.
She's very good though. She's putting in a lot of goals. It's just.
I'm happy for her, but she's been in a little funk, and she's at 9 now. She got 12 last year, so I feel like she's in pretty good shape.
Was there a reason that kind of sparked her, do you think, yesterday? Was there something that the offense changed, or does she just?
We were talking to our front runners this week, and we said a lot of times when you start feeling like you're in a slump, you start worrying only about you getting the ball and your opportunity with the ball, and I said the pressure we put on our opponents has wilted a little bit. I said we need to focus on raising that pressure and creating some turnovers there. And, Sophia pressures, it gives a chance to sit, or Haley pressures, it gives a chance to sit, or Sophia, or Jordan, and Danny. And we started Danny in the lineup on Sunday as a starter, and she, doesn't finish well as Sid and Jordan, but she does create a lot of pressure. We're trying to create chances. So I felt like our forwards ramped up their pressure, which, helped each other out. And I think it made a difference.
Did you see anything in practice going into the weekend that would give you reason to believe that you could have a controlling game like you did in Sophia's hat trick game?
We had a really good week of practice, one of the best weeks we've had in a long time. And we've had some very, very good weeks of practice this year and in years past. And I thought last week, team-wide, all 30 players were really going at it, and we were a lot more physical, and it's probably a little bit more my fault, trying to take the physicality out of it. You don't want to get kids hurt, but trying not to get like Sophia and Haley hurt. They're not practicing with the same pressure as they are in games, so that's probably my fault.
What possession measurables do you guys need to hit in order to beat a team like Sioux Falls and South Falls this weekend?
We're going to have to keep the ball, but we're going to have to be successful on the plus side of the field, keeping the ball. If you go back to the 3 or 4 games, we get weaned onto the line. We get doubled from a midfielder, and we're going to have to play back and around to get around that. And we haven't done a good job of that until Sunday. We weren't bad against Bemidji, but we weren't advancing doing it. We were keeping the ball against them on the negative side of the field, and eventually they force a mistake, they get the chance. We're going to have to be able to apply the same principles on the plus side, and I think that's going to be the focus on the week. How much can we possess in their end instead of our own end? And I think that'll be the actual number that determines whether we're getting 0, 3, or 6 points this weekend.
How about the stretch drive of the season here? Last year, of course, you had a good run. Do you feel this team's capable of kind of turning it on now too?
I do. I really hope that we can get some goals from the centers and Haley this weekend. Obviously, Sophia got going. I talked to her about just taking shots, and that second goal she hammered from 30. That was 8 inches off the ground inside netting. Was phenomenal. She had a couple other ones that were really close too. I honestly think that free kick went in, my opinion. So, I feel pretty good. Sioux Falls is I'm there a challenge. They lost 1-0 to Mankato. So I hope we have another great week of practice, And then the key is just keep getting better and keep getting better. And sometimes, you got to go down to go up. And I think you've seen that a little bit, with our team. But if we can keep getting better, I think we can run the table like we've done in the years past. And then, see where we're at come conference tournament.